Hi, welcome to the channel today. Today we're going to do a seed haul. Kind of late in the year to be doing a seed haul, but there's a couple of things I was wanting to try. Now I ordered these seeds about a week. Well, I got them in about a week ago, so I ordered them about a week before that or 10 days. So it's been a while since I ordered these seeds, so at my age we kind of forget what we ordered. So with that, I got it from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. I know I have a hard time remembering that name. They're really good seeds if you want to try to order something from the south, especially. They do specialize in southern type seeds, so a lot of the seeds that I get from them work well. You know, you can get seeds from other people that might be from up north, or especially Pacific Northwest, that they may do really well for them up there, and that's kind of what they specialize in, but they don't always do well in the south. I still order some, like Vermont Seed Company. I order some from them. But you have to be careful when you do that, because they don't specialize growing seeds down here. So another people I order a lot from is Haas Tools, Wilhite Seed Company. Order from a fair amount of seed from them. Victory Seed Company out of around Dallas. Also, they're a smaller seed company. But anyway, this is from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, and let's go ahead and get into it. They keep telling us we're going to get a bunch of rain, and it looks like rain. We got a good rain, so we're not hurting. But I'm glad we got that first rain, because we ain't got anything since then. But anyway, I know a lot of people's hurting for rain. Other people has got too much rain. I think most of Texas is really wanting rain right now, which is kind of bad going into summer. You know, you expect to want rain when you get in the middle of June. You don't expect to need rain when you're in the middle of May. But anyway, the first one we got to get is called Hickory Cane, and it's a corn, hickory cane corn. We use corn mainly on us. We make corn for cornmeal, to make cornbread and things of that nature. So we'll open up the seed pack. I'll show you what the corn looks like. Big kernels, supposed to really make good cornmeal and grits. We don't eat grits. I know from the south, but really Texas isn't. Texas is different than a lot of southern parts. I mean, and even parts of Texas is different. In case people don't know, people a lot of times say, so when Texas you do this, or in Texas you do that. That's almost like saying, well, in the United States we do this, so that, because what I was told is if you flip Texas up, the bottom of Texas winds up in Canada. If you flip it to the right, it's in the Atlantic. Flip it the other way, it's in the Pacific. So we cover a lot of ground. There's a lot of different cultures that's in Texas. I grew up in Central Texas, which had its own culture. Moved out to West Texas, which is similar, but West Texas tend to be a lot more friendly than Central Texas. As far as people talking to you and things, people out west in West Texas, everybody waves to everybody, because you know they miss seeing people. There's not that many people out there. You go into South Texas, you're getting more into the Spanish culture. Where I'm at, it's more the Cajun, a lot of Cajun influence. We're not like Louisiana. We're like a mixture between Louisiana and Texas. So, and when you get in East Texas, it's got its own culture also. But anyway, back to the seed. Put that over there. Now some of this I have not tried, and I might have gotten too late in the year to do it, but one of them is Kiberica shell bean. It's actually a bush bean, and it's supposed to do well in hot areas. That's why I got it. But still, soil temperature wants between 65 and 85. And I'm just trying to find some different type of beans to grow. And it's kind of like a pinto looking to a point. I probably should look at the write-up of these first. Like I say, got from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, so you know, I really have forgotten exactly when I ordered some of these. The Manoa Wonder, it was another bean that I was trying, and it has to be kept on a trellis. I think everything is the same on its back, pretty much. I'm really trying to find a trellis bean that we can grow like we do our green beans, and that way I won't have to bend over so much, and that was kind of the reason for that. And just seeing how they do. The next one we got out here is called Whippoorwill Southern Pea, and that's gonna be your field pea. This is a vining pea, and I was gonna try it just because we haven't. You know, I've tried the Red Ripper. I like the Red Ripper. There's what the seeds look like, but I was wanting to try them just to see. The problem I had with the Red Ripper wasn't the Red Ripper peas, and I had the Mandy variety, which it grew the great big long pods. It all worked great, except the birds loved them. And I was saying, well, maybe I can find one the birds aren't quite as attracted to. I think it's the mockingbirds. They'd go down there and just strip you go up there and pull the pods, and every one of those pods would be empty. And you see a little marks to use their beak just to go down and pick up every one of them. So I got tired of feeding the birds, so I thought, well, I might try a different type just to see if it works better. So I still have time. I know I have time to plant those. Once I find, I'm going to have to harvest my potatoes, which is getting pretty close to doing that. And then there's another one. I am not going to try Roge Noir. And it's called Red and Black. It's another pea. I'm gonna have to go back and read it. I think this is one. Yeah, it's a black pea. Okay. Never grown a black pea before. What I was gonna do on it, and I think what I was gonna use. Yeah. What I was gonna do with this bean and this bean here is try to grow them in that grow bags where I was growing the tomatoes or the corn right now, I guess. That's in the swimming pools, and you put the grow bag in them. Larry Hall made that method popular, and I was going to try that just to see how they taste and see if they're supposed to be able to handle the heat. I meant to plant them earlier, but didn't get around to it. So we're going to really find out if they like the heat or not, because they get plenty of it. I got a Louisiana long green eggplant, and we've grown this one in the past. It's a pretty good eggplant. I think it was disease resistant, but it seemed like it didn't make quite as much, but it was better quality fruit, if I remember correctly. But anyway, that's probably, if I grow it now, I'd have to take it through the summer. It's not going to produce great amounts in the summertime. It's a little finicky when it gets to hot weather, just like most things are. It doesn't love hot weather, and then your disease pressure, your flea beetles gets on it really bad. So that can be a problem. And the last one of this one, and one reason I was going to try it, is Suyo long cucumber. And this is not an actual cucumber. I think it's like the Armenian cucumber. It's supposed to be, it's very dependent on hot, humid climates for pickling or slicing. I'm just going to try this because I haven't really tried it that much. It's late in the year to be doing this. It's going to be a gamble, but we'll see. I'm not recommending it because I haven't done it yet, but it's one that I'm interested in. I want to try it just to see, because right now it's going to be getting hot pretty quick. We're the last week or so in May. We know in the middle of June it's going to get hot. Those regular cucumbers are going to get bitter. So I was thinking, well, if I could grow one of these that would give us cucumbers longer, or a cucumber type. Like I said, I don't think they're a true cucumber, but that way we can extend our harvest. We can actually be eating cucumbers later on, and just see. Plus, Some of my stuff that I've got growing on trellises is probably gonna, well, even the cucumber, I got cucumbers growing on trellises. I've got squash growing on trellises. I can put up another trellis once I get some room from some of the stuff that's gonna be dying out on me. That's kind of like the peas. We're gonna be doing that. So that's the harvest we got today, or this seeds I bought, and we're gonna give these a try. Some of them not gonna, like I said, the Louisiana long grains probably for next year. I was making an order, but I am gonna try some of these others and just see how they do, see how they grow, see how they taste. I mean, if it don't taste good, there's not any use growing something. But this year I've done really great with my tomatoes. I've really struggled with the corn. I really struggled with the onions. But you know, you're gonna have successes and failures in the garden every year. That's why it's kind of good to grow a variety of stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.